should stand in the middle or on the side?
Either one's fine.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Bella Iovino and this is my final presentation on journalism and communications. I first wanted to start off by thanking you all for coming to my presentation. I know you all have busy schedules and so it means a lot to me that you took time out of your day. So, thank you. Okay, sorry. Okay, so my presentation topic, I'm a part of ISM, and ISM stands for an Independent Study Mentorship. Semester 2, I decided to do journalism and communications. My teacher is Ms. Click, and finally, all information viewed throughout this PowerPoint has been pulled from outside sources. So my mentor introduction, this is my mentor. Her name is Allie McCormick. She has a home office in the Clear Lake area. She also comes to the Med Center sometimes, but the reason she mostly is at home is because she has 4 kids. She's a successful communications person for Johnson & Johnson. She attended the University of Texas and got her degree in journalism, and she's worked her way up in her corporation. All about ISM, so like I said, it's an independent study mentorship, and so each week I'm required to meet with my mentor for 3 hours and then spend 2 hours working on any assignments or activity logs. I have to fill out a journal entry, which is a minimum of 200 words, basically answering questions and describing what I did that week at mentorship or what I learned. And then throughout the semester, I'm also required to create a Weebly website, which I'll show you in the slide as we go along. I created posters and I set goals. And then at the end of the semester, I'm required to present a PowerPoint presentation, which you guys are currently viewing. My project topic, so I've always wanted to be a writer. I've always loved writing, so I wanted to develop my own blog. And I wanted to learn the responsibilities of a journalist and what qualifications are required. I wanted to learn three questions this semester. Why should someone read my work? What makes me different? And what types of topics do I want to discuss? Why I chose this topic, like I said, I've always been extremely interested in writing. When I write, I feel like I can express myself freely, and I feel like I'm in my own world. Normally in class, whenever we have quick writes or we just have English in general, everyone's kind of groans about it, or like when we have to read for 10 minutes, but I love it. I don't know. I've just always been like fascinated with English and all of its components, and I'm excited to say that like I have developed my own blog, and I can't wait to see where this will take me in the future. Okay. So throughout the year, I was required to pick 5 key points, and these are basically ideas that I wanted to learn from journalism and take away from this experience. And so I chose what is journalism and what does it take to be successful. What important ways will I promote, how will I promote my blog? Why should someone read my work? What makes me different? What issues are individuals confronted with when first developing their own blog? And how do I continue to be successful after launching? So key point number 1, what is journalism and what does it take to be successful? So I learned that journalism is the activity of profession or writing for newspapers, magazines, or preparing news to be on a broadcast. How to be successful? First, I need to get my bachelor's degree. One of the keys to starting a career in journalism is this. I need to develop my writing skills, whether that's from in college or just like independently practicing. I need to establish connections with reporters and editors, intern with a newspaper, magazine, media, or company. And then how will I promote my blog? Personally, I'm going to use social media. I feel like social media has definitely taken over this generation, so I'm going to be promoting it on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, everywhere, my mom's Facebook, my mom's friends, just to really get myself out there and try to get my voice heard. I'm going to include the blog links in my social media profiles, like I said, and then share new blog posts often, and share posts more than once on multiple channels with free refresh headlines. Why should someone read my work? This is a question I struggled with all semester. When I first started, I didn't know what made me different, and I've come up with my work is different because I'm providing a unique perspective and constantly searching for new topics to appeal to my target audience. I want to write to kids my age, like teen, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger. I want to have an easygoing, relatable tone. I don't want to be super formal. I want to have like a catchy like catchy slogans and like really catch my readers' attentions. And I'm not gonna and I don't want to say that everyone who will read my stuff will enjoy it. I'm gonna do my best, and that's all that really matters. Like I said, strike a chord with most, but yes. What issues are individuals confronted with when first developing their own blog? This is something like I kind of struggled with, was like establishing a clear topic. Like I said, like I didn't really know what I wanted to write about, and so I took things that I was personally struggling with, and that's what I wanted like my viewers to like listen and hear my voice about. Like my boyfriend recently had cheated on me, and that was something that like I really struggled with, and so I turned that into writing about it and how I dealt with that to hopefully like attract my target audience and have a clearer tone and really catchy. My content details and images throughout my blog, like I wanted a consistent theme, something that was like catching to the eye but wasn't super formal, and then updating the blog with regular content. So I need to keep writing. I wrote multiple posts that I'll eventually release, but just not releasing one at a time, writing something, because that can take a while and just not really be consistent. My last key point is, how do I continue to be successful after launching? I need to continue writing about topics that attract my audience. I set up an area on my blog where my viewers can comment things they want me to write about, things that will keep them reading my stuff, and so I can also look back and see which content got the most likes, which wasn't as picked up by viewers, and then research ideas that spark an interest in others and constantly market and share my website. I can look online and see things that are like important in the media right now, things that people are talking about, and continue to write about that. And then in ISM, I'm required to do a current event. Basically, I have to go online and research something that's happened, and I have to do a research paper on what that topic is and like how its influence has been on society. And so I've learned that journalism has changed. The article's opinion was journalism has changed for the worse over time. I basically said that fake news has been changed, the altercations, like magazines have started rumors about famous individuals, just things over time have like social media and online sources have shaken up everyone. So you can shaken up journalism, giving everyone a platform. And so I wanted my project to cover ideas on what journalism truly is and how I'm going to develop my blog. And then it asked me lastly like how I felt and like what concerns I had. And I was kind of upset to learn that journalism has changed. It's hard reading that what I want to plan on majoring is possibly changed for the worse, but like overall, in my opinion, I feel like social media has enhanced journalism. Yeah, we don't have as much printed paper, but having online sources, I feel like gets your work read more. So it has its pluses and them. And then in ISM, one of my assignments was a research topic, and so I had to research 3 articles, and basically how should I develop my website, and so I chose to use a Weebly domain. How do writers become inspired, and how has journalism changed over time? Research how to develop my own website. So I've learned there are 7 easy steps to creating a website. I need to choose a name for my website, hosting your domain, setting up your websites on WordPress, customizing your website looks and how to attract viewers, and optimizing your website looks, publishing content, and optimizing the website for Google search. I actually didn't know that when you develop a website, you can pick certain words, and that's what comes up. I actually learned that this year, so that was interesting. Research number 2, inspiration. This one is really important to me because I think it's interesting to see how everyone has their own inspirations and what inspires everyone individually and how we're all different. And the article was split into 5 sections, and each part allows the writer to explain their own personal inspiration. So the first part of the article was from their point of view, and then another, and so on. And so I learned that everyone in society has their own happy place. In these locations, we feel safe and most comfortable. And majority of the time, writers have their own inspirations in their own place where they feel at home. And I knew this, but authors are not the only individuals who have a happy place. Research number 3, how journalism has changed. Like I said, the way news is covered it's been altered, and it's reported to change. Individuals who work in journalism feel that we are going to lose our trust in reliable news sources, and journalism's true original identity has been mocked and changed over time. And then I learned that the Daily News is the modern foundation of journalism. Okay, so my product, this is what I'm most excited about. So basically these were my I had to develop a goal setting, and so basically by February 4th I wanted to pick my domain and then purchase a subscription, and then I wanted to write three blog posts before I released my blog. And like I said, this is important because having my first 3 done will minimize my stress in finishing up new posts to release. And then I wanted to release my blog by the end of April, which I did. Okay, so this is my blog. This has changed, but it's actually Be Good, like B as in the bee. And you can click on the link, and I can walk out through it. Okay, see, this is.
Oh, that looks great.
Thank you. Okay, so I chose to name it the Diamond. Oh, we go up.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I chose it to name the Diamond Bee blog just because diamonds, because I'm super girly and I love like jewelry and rings, and then Bee because my mom calls me Queen Bee because my name is Bella, and then I chose Be the Good just as a catchy slogan, and it has the bee and it's incorporated. Okay, please go down.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, so this is my first blog post, and this is what I talked about. It's called Boys Are Stupid, and it's basically about how my boyfriend cheating on me and how I overcame it, and I went through like what identity issues I had and how I found myself again, because like I was with him for 2 years, so it was definitely hard, but yeah. And so will you scroll up a little bit and go to my bio?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, and this is something I actually struggled with, was writing my bio, because the first time I wrote it, I sounded way too formal, and it didn't match like the feeling I wanted readers to get. Like I wanted it to be comfortable, and so my mentor actually helped me write this, and basically it just talks about my hobbies, where I'm from, how I'm a wannabe blogger, and this is where I talked about sharing the comments. That's where I can make sure I am continuing to write things that my viewers will want to actually read about. And then will you go to contact? Okay, and then I included personal information. Obviously not anything too like personal, like my house address, but I want them to like have my social media and have my emails and like where I'm located, just in case like any opportunities that can arise from that. But will you go back to my PowerPoint?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then these are all my artifacts, and this is, I met with my mentor at Starbucks every time we met, but this is the wonderful picture she took for me of her at Johnson's & Johnson's Labs, and so, yes. And this is me in action. This is me at Starbucks. Like she said, I look like a writer in the messy hair at the Starbucks. Yes. And then this is my Weebly website. Will you click on it?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
And so this is the website I have been developing since, so will you scroll down?
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it just has, it's everything I've learned about journalism and communications. It includes a picture of me and my mentor. It has every assignment I've done, every activity log. Oh, now you scroll back.
I'm sorry.
That's the extra. It's okay.
I mean, that picture.
I know, it's so bad. I have like black under my eye.
No, I'm not talking about you, dear.
Oh no, you look good. Okay, well, you can click on this one. This is actually something I'm really proud of. Okay, so like I said, every week I was required to do a 200-word report on what I've learned, and you can just scroll through. It's just like a PDF. But basically, this is like everything that it talks about, everything I've learned, everything we participated in, we did together, and yeah, so it's a lot.
Cool.
And then if you scroll up, I don't know, will you go, will you go back here to ISM President Assignments, and will you go do mentorship poster project? And so this is like one of the posters I had to create And so it's a bunch of just like different assignments that basically just enhanced my learning on like my mentor and then also like on the field that I was studying in. It might be down a little. Yeah.
I wasn't giving you proper training. Your 15 minutes is up.
Okay, it's okay. I can go for at least 25.
You were doing such a good job, I forgot to look.
I'm a little nervous. Okay, yes. So basically, this is just a picture of me and my mentor, and it just basically. But this is. I just wanted to show you an example of like an assignment I have to do in my class. But I'm gonna go back to my PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay. In conclusion, this semester I've learned what journalism is and what it takes to be successful in this field. And I just want to give a big thank you to not only my mentor, but everyone who has been evaluating my presentation. I'm so blessed that she's agreed to mentor me this semester. I've learned several new things, and I cannot wait to see what is in store. And I also want to thank my teacher, Ms. Click. Thank you for selecting me to be in this class. I'm thankful for the opportunity. And finally, I want to thank my parents for always believing in me when I no longer did. And then it's so excited, and that's it.
Great job.
Nice job.
Thanks.
Good job.
Yeah.